What is up, beautiful people? Today is a little bit of a different kind of video. I am here with my little buddy, Ethan, and we're talking about device usage and screen time and staying safe on the internet, all kinds of things like that. I wanted to say a quick thank you to Google Kids Space for sponsoring this video. A lot of you guys already know that when our kids turn 13, we give them a phone, and a lot of you message us and ask, like, how do we manage device usage and screen time and things like that. And so sort of over the years, by trial and error, we've kind of figured out what works, what doesn't work for our family. Like, how do you walk that fine line between giving them too much freedom and not giving them enough freedom? And that can be kind of tricky, but it is so worth it. And so generally speaking, we limit the amount of time that they're allowed to be on their devices, but we also monitor and approve kind of what sort of apps they're able to be on and not be on, right? And so we find that that gives them a lot of freedom. We're not crazy sticklers about it, you know, we're not hardcore or anything like that, but we like to know what's going on in our kids' lives because it's a crazy world out there. But what do you do when your kid is under 13, right? How do you allow them to have that time playing games, watching shows, reading books, whatever, all the things that you can do on those devices when they're under 13 for us, right? Without them constantly asking, can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? Amanda showed me this meme the other day. It was so funny. We laughed so hard. We told like 1 million people about it. That said, I have a vision that I'm lying in my coffin and my child leans in and says, can I use your phone? And that is so this kid right here. He loves to use the device, guys. He loves to use the phone. He loves to watch shows. He loves to play games. And we want to let him be able to do those things, but we don't want to have to worry about him while he is. We don't want to have to worry about what he's seeing or what he's being exposed to or maybe even hearing or watching. And so that's something that we're concerned about, that we are so grateful that we found an amazing resource to help us with that. So full transparency, Google Kids Space reached out to us and they showed us this new resource that they have. And I just wish that I had this years ago when all of our kids were smaller. We've got 5 teenagers now. Like, whenever they were, you know, kids and preteens, I would have loved for them to have a Google Kids Space. And you know that we don't work with brands that we don't believe in. We don't try to share things that we don't actually love or use ourselves. And so I thought that it would be really cool to be able to share this with you today because so many of you are asking how we manage this stuff. Google Kids Space is a kids mode that is available on select Android tablets, and it is designed to help your child discover, create, and grow, to spark your kids' creativity and curiosity and inspire them to discover interests through a quality content library of apps and videos and games and books and all kinds of stuff like that. And like, it totally does that. Guys, there are 5 tabs on Google Kids Space. You got home, play, read, watch, and make. On the home tab, Ethan gets to explore all of the fun recommendations from all the other tabs and also like some jokes and fun facts, and he definitely is doing this all the time. He's walking up to me pretty much every day, because every day is a different joke, and he'll tell me a joke and it's hilarious, or he'll tell me some kind of fun fact. But the coolest part for me is that as soon as you're setting up your home tab, as soon as you're setting up your personalized Google Kids Space, you get to create an avatar of yourself, and it feels like the sky is the limit on options, from hair to glasses to clothes to skin color to all kinds of things. They designed the entire thing with imagination and creativity and inclusivity and diversity at the forefront of all of it. That's really important to our family. Like, we have a very diverse family, from different skin colors to special needs, right? And so they can completely customize their avatar to whatever they want to look like, which is pretty awesome, even down to like prosthetics and skin color, which is super, super cool to us and so important. And then there's the play tab, which is obviously Ethan's favorite. He's on it right now. He's playing a game right now, actually. But it is a whole tab full of recommendations from education specialists and media experts on games and apps that are actually helpful for your kids and educational for your kids. So you don't have to worry about them getting on and just mindlessly vegging out for a long period of time. You can give it to them and have kind of a peace of mind that they're actually growing as well. And so they can download those games if they want to. There are some free to install ones that are already on there for them to choose from. Or as a parent in the Family Link app, I can approve them to download some other ones through the Google Play Store, which is pretty cool too. I'll talk more about that Family Link app here in a second. But you know, sometimes parents just need a little bit of time, you know? I think we can all, if you're a parent, sort of identify with that need to have that digital babysitter so that you can have a talk without being interrupted, or you can have a long drive without being asked constantly, are we there yet, you know? And so we can do this without having to worry about that. And then there's the Read tab, which is my personal favorite for obvious reasons, but specifically because there are so many applications for kids, especially kids like Lincoln. If you don't know, if you're new to our channel, we have a son who's special needs, and he's got some pretty significant developmental delays, particularly in the area of communication. And so we're constantly working with him on that. And Google Kidspace has this reading tab that actually will help him. They have licensed several books that are specific to Google Kidspace and then some, and we can actually go and download more as well. But the cool thing is that you can sort of do like a read along. So it's sort of like karaoke in that it moves along with the words so that there's just an added sense of recognition of words. So that helps both Lincoln and Ethan because they can read, they're hearing the word, they're seeing the word, and there's that sort of correlation there in their mind that they're able to associate. Lincoln loves those little books that you have that you can read along, and there are like buttons that you push that make noises. It's kind of like that, but like way, way, way better. And so it's like the most amazing multi-sensory book that there is. Only there's not just one book, there's like a ton of them. So it's a whole library of that. Watch tab. Pretty self-explanatory. Basically, it curates videos from YouTube Kids so that we don't have to worry about our kid watching something that they shouldn't be watching. And then lastly, there's the Make tab, which is designed to help spark your kids' creativity so that they can discover new skills and new passions, new ways to create and make things, right? That's why it's called the Make tab. It recommends videos based on like how to draw certain things or do certain science projects, all kinds of stuff like that. It's super rad. And honestly, for me as a parent, probably the best part of all this is the Family Link app because it gives me a lot of control and a lot of peace of mind in the sense that I can really help manage him in a way that's really convenient. So he could be upstairs playing on his tablet in Google Kidspace. I could be downstairs cooking dinner. It's time to eat some dinner. I called him, hey buddy, it's time to come eat some dinner. He doesn't listen. I just go on my Family Link app and I pause his Google Kidspace and he goes, what? And he can't play anymore, so he comes down and says, Dad, what's wrong with my tablet? It works really well, guys. I've done that before, haven't I, buddy? Yeah. It's super convenient and just gives me that peace of mind. I can set time limits. I can see where his device is. I can do all kinds of things from my own phone. So super convenient. I love it. Gives me a lot of peace of mind. And it helps him to be able to play without me constantly having to be around, you know? So if you're a parent, you got some kids, they're of the age, they want to be on devices, you want that to be a helpful time for them, you want them to be learning, you don't want them rotting their brains out with all kinds of mindless activity. I could not recommend Google Kidspace more. I've actually been telling all my friends about it, like even before, like as soon as they sent us the stuff and we started looking at it, I was like, holy cow, like, why have I never had something like this before? So I'm telling my friends, I'm telling you guys about it right now. We really, really love it, and I know you're gonna love it too. And guys, Ethan loves it even more than I do. So what do you think, buddy? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
I think it's good.
Yeah, just good?
I think it's awesome.
I think it's awesome. What's your favorite part? The games? Yeah, I told them that was your favorite part. So, yeah. I love it. I love that you get to play and you're not always asking us to use our phones. You probably like that too, huh? I love you, buddy.
I love you.
Yeah. Oh, you're such a sweetie. So that's it for today's video, guys. Pretty short, pretty sweet. Nothing crazy. A little different from our normal videos, but hopefully you found it really helpful. I cannot wait to show you what's happening in our life next time. And I will see you then. Bye.
For your name's sake, you will lead me